Hey guys, what's going on? It's the Block Bull right about now, bringing you the latest episode to the channel. Now we're going to take a look at the markets because we are seeing some volatility come into the charts today. So we do have the Ripple swell event as well, which is playing out today and tomorrow. So that is the 15th and 16th of October. So Ripple have tweeted out here just a couple of hours ago today at Ripple Swell. They are proud to announce our Ripple USD exchange partners. So this is pretty much coming to fruition now with the Ripple official USD stablecoin, which will hopefully bring some more liquidity to the XRP ledger as well before they begin their takeover of the quantum financial system. Obviously, there'll be other tokens involved as well. XRP aren't just going to take the whole pie. There will be slices of the pies, and it's predominantly going to be taken up by the ISO 222 coins. So that's XDC, XLM. Other coins built on XLM, for example, like Stronghold, Velo, you've got Algo, HBAR Quant also in the mix, etc., etc. So here we are, guys. Now going over to the charts. Now I was on this particular chart this morning, so I was taking a look. So let's just delete that for now, but we will revisit that potential gain in a moment, even though the markets have taken a turn for the worst. I'm not really too stressed out at all. What it is, we are literally on the daily time frame here, so this is almost like the sort of accumulation phase that has been playing out now since the beginning of the month. So really, we've had that daily close out there, and then we've had pretty much a whipsaw because we've actually made a sort of interim high here ever since we started making this order block down here. We've wicked in, so we've literally taken the liquidity out of that green order, supply and demand zone. So for me, I am not concerned one iota because one, we're still holding the blue trend line, which is significant. You can see, yes, we have had a fake high in the past, but again, this happened in the 2017-18 cycle, so I wasn't at all phased in the markets at all. Ultimately, as an XRP holder, you've been holding for years, you know what you own already. So again, just coming into the sort of daily, again, we're holding nicely. We haven't even retested that blue trend line. So yeah, there could be some further downside, but look, if you look across your screen here, you can see it's around 53 cent here if you follow it across, around 53 cents. So it's not a big deal. Currently trading at 54 cents. So I do expect XRP. It's almost like giving us like a fake out to the upside. But like I say, we've got this massive swell event playing out over the next couple of days. So yeah, there's going to be some volatility in the markets, but ultimately we're actually trading really, really nicely. And then we have got the 36 weeks after the Bitcoin halving before we get the breakout around here. So again, guys, there's nothing to panic about, but I still expect XRP to run up and test this. We are literally pinballing along, and we will get fake outs along the way. You could say this was a fake out down here. This was a big fake out to the downside, but as soon as we have that fake out, look how Ripple XRP has then wrong-footed the market and actually run up here to the top of the blue trend line. So at the moment, again, it's literally shaking XRP holders out. So there's just no need to panic because it's all noise. We know when XRP is setting off. It's going to be 35, 36 weeks after halving. We'll go up to the weekly now, and then I can highlight to you guys exactly where we are in the process. You can see here, 36 weeks. We're coming to the tip of the apex now, so somewhere around here. Again, these can be altered depending on which sort of time frame you are. If you're on the weekly or if you're on the daily, they're going to change very slightly. But ultimately, I still feel like anywhere around 50 cent is still a great buying opportunity. If you get filled down here, obviously at the bottom of these sort of weekly closes, and then you get that up thrust around 42 cent. If we see 42 cent again, it's just going to get bought back up. Now, from this sort of present price action up until the end of the apex, it's not long off at all. Like if we go from this candle here and take us to where this arrow marker is here at the end of 36 weeks, we're only talking about 11 bars which equates to 11 weeks. So that's approximately 77 days now before XRP does break out and make a massive run. We will see double digits. In my opinion, we are guaranteed double digits. I have got the XRP plan linked below in the description, theblockbulls.com, and that will take you through to the XRP plan. I've also got the XDC plan down below as well. But if you guys want to grab yourself a copy, you can do. You can literally just click on that link and that will take you through to the XRP plan. So that is XRP. We are literally just grabbing liquidity, in my opinion. We can still see that up for us to the upside. Like I said, this event's going on next couple of days. So let's just measure up now from current sort of price action. We're talking about 15%. So again, we could even go higher. It doesn't have to just because we're at resistance there doesn't mean we can't wick through. So, but ultimately, I'm eyeing up around that 62, 63 cent area for XRP. As soon as we've just covered the two plans there, I will take a look at the XDC chart now, and then I will take a look at some of the other long-term picks as well. Let's have a look. XDC. Let's just change this around. XDC, where are you? Here we go. So we're still XDC. When you know the market's moving, XDC just never moves. So if you see other cryptos pumping and XDC's chilling, you know we're not in like bull market territory just yet. When it goes into parabolic sort of events and volatility, XTC will move with the rest of the market, and it's likewise to XRP as well. So you get like these pumps in these other cryptos, namely like HBAR's done a decent move, Velo's done a decent move, Gala's done a decent move, but they're all doing corrections now to the downside. So XDC here, we've marked out again. The TA has not moved on these charts. These trend lines, splitters, vertical lines, they literally haven't moved because we're looking at this from a macro, bigger perspective. So the bigger picture is illustrating that it does look likely that we are going to head into the apex, although I was hopeful. I did have fingers crossed. I try and remain positive as possible. I'm thinking, you know what, let's just run up. We don't have to tag the apex, but ultimately charts respect technical analysis. The price action has to respect the TA. That is the reason being is because that is the market structure. The algorithms at play here, there's not going to be many people short in the market, I wouldn't imagine, just because there isn't a great deal of price action to actually roll over here. So, for example, XDC here, we're going to roll over 10, 11% max, in my opinion. Like we've seen these other wicks, so yeah, we can spike lower, but ultimately, even if we do go lower, the market isn't going to give you that opportunity where you can sit down in front of your desktop or your laptop, or if you're on your mobile device or whatever, so you just sit there, click and buy in. It'll literally be a liquidation spike in order to, like I mentioned in the previous video, to liquidate and margin call those long positions that are using leverage in the market. So that is XDC. Let's go over to Velo because this has dropped down dramatically. We did get this weekly close above the major support that we've talked about again in previous videos. We're currently, we spiked up, so we're taking a little bit of liquidity. So it looks as if Velo, even though it's managed to hold in the previous week, this week, it looks like we're heading down now to this sort of blue trend line, in my opinion, down to support. Again, we're only talking 10-15% between XDC and Velo, so 10-15% is absolutely nothing in my opinion now. It doesn't make any sense for me to sell any of my bags to mitigate a 10-15% risk because, again, it could just be short-lived and then you've not got the opportunity to actually re-enter the market unless, obviously, you're professional, you know what you're doing, you can set buy orders at that particular price. But obviously, I've got to account for everybody. All the viewers that are watching this channel, there will be some beginners and amateurs coming into the market getting involved in crypto. So I don't recommend it, guys. I'd rather, ride out 10-15% dip rather than missing out on these potential gains that we can have from the likes of Velo because we know where all-time highs are. They're up here at $1.93. So why would I risk trying to save myself 10-15% when ultimately we can run up here around over 14,000%? I'm not going to do it. There's no point in my opinion. Now, let's take a look at Gala as well, because this is one of my short-term picks in order to maximise my XRP and XDC bag. So you can see it playing out here. I'll just highlight into lines with markers as well, just to simplify things. So this wick down here, this is why I've highlighted this. You can't see it now on lines with markers, but just to clarify to those that are new to the channel, if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. If you're enjoying the content so far, hit that like button as well. I'll keep you guys up to date as best as possible as well, so make sure you click on that notification bell. But this is where Gala is now on the weekly. So again, we've had a fake out in my opinion, because from this highest close here, up here, the highest close in 24, you can see how we're catching these tops, these peaks here, another top there, and then again we're running into it. So we broke out, we had a fake out to the upside, then we've corrected, and then we've tested support again. We've had a close, and then in my opinion we've got a new weekly candle coming here. So we still have a green weekly candle, so we're still doing phenomenally well in my opinion with Gala, despite the fact that we have dipped slightly today. We're down. It's not even a dip really. We're literally down 1.45%. So it's nothing to spook the market. If it was down like 7, 8, 9, 10%, then I'd be like, a little bit frightful, especially if we're getting below this blue trend line here acting as support. But ultimately, I believe we can still get a big burst to the downside. Now, I was looking initially at Gala coming down to about 0.017. But I have joined in some new TA here just to, because what I've done is I've zoomed right into the sort of daily and the 4-hourly rather than just doing the weekly, so we can actually build up better accuracy in order to accommodate the sort of broader price action which is playing out here in the charts. But you can see here again, this is on the daily. You can alter these if you want, but I don't mind. The reason why I actually overextend some of these is just because usually end up grabbing both of these trend lines at the same time, and it's a nightmare. So that's why I never, well, I tend not to anyway. It's just so I can grab them anyway. Moving on. Let's go into the 4-hourly, because I'm going to show you guys what's playing out here. Look at this doji candle. I loved my favorite candle behind a green god candle would be the doji, because I know there's a lot of volume and a lot of indecision in the market, which signals there's going to be a massive move coming. So this is literally just playing out now in the previous 4 hours, you can see here. So we should see some sort of massive move, but so far, this extra trend line here that we've inserted is holding really well, because you can see here the bottom with this spike down here, and then we've caught the price action midway. And again, this is on the higher time frames as well. So you got this red trend line coming in and this blue trend line. That's all on the sort of yearly sort of macro level. So this is solid support down here, and then we've got the micro support coming in. So the micro support so far is holding really well, but ultimately we've got our insurance policy down here. So for example, if Gala did decide to move down here, we've got this sort of 8% sort of support here, and then if we was to get down to the bottom, again, only 12% retracement. 10, like I said, XDC is around 10%, Velo was about 15%, Gala 12%. So worst case scenario, we're going to be losing 10-15% of our capital in the markets in the interim. So it's not a big deal, guys. It's not worth the risk in my opinion, because again, this could be short-lived. They could just be spikes. So honestly, not financial advice, but I wouldn't be encouraging shorting the market here in my opinion. Again, 4-hour candles, so over the next 4, 8, 12, 16 hours, we could literally bounce off this support here, continue and take out this sort of high up here. So this is the high of 24 by the looks of it. When I say 24, sorry, that's 28th of September 24. So that is literally going back a couple of weeks now. So it was only a couple of weeks ago we was up at these highs. Now, even just to move up to these highs here, it doesn't look significant, but again, we're literally taking out all the way up to 12%. So risk to reward there is even if we capitulate here, even up to this high, which is literally 2 weeks ago, it's still like even bets. Now, we all know Gala and the rest of the crypto market seems to be rolling into a bull market now, and I believe this is going to be a super cycle. So again, risk to reward isn't favourable in my opinion. And you look at all this price action up here, this sort of order block here. You can see us pinballing around there, and then obviously we break support and then go into a further bear market there. But ultimately, I'll be looking at Gala getting up to these sort of levels. So even if we was to roll over, say, I don't know, say we come down about 10-15%, tag this, then within literally within a week or two, we're probably going to be back trading up here, all the way back up here, because there's no real sort of resistance. We might play around at these sort of levels here for a couple of days, but I expect us to get straight back up into this order block. This order block's starts at 70%, all the way up there to about 120%. Okay, so you can pretty much double your bag there. So again, guys, I'm not stressed out at all. I'm literally just holding. Like I said, make sure you got a bit of capital on the sidelines to pay your bills, get by day by day, and then you're not stressing about whether or not you need to be withdrawing out your crypto portfolio. But guys, if you need some further reassurance, like I said, I've got the Ripple and the XTC plan as well, so that'll take you exact dates of the sort of breakout, the interim highs, and also the end of the market, which in my opinion is the most important date that you need to know, because last thing you want to do is make a ton of money in the markets and then get caught left holding the bag. Like, it's just not worth it in my opinion. For the sake of like $101, you could save yourself tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands. And some people on the channel that are viewing this right now will probably hold couple of million for all I know. Who knows who's watching this video? Anyway, guys, take it easy. I shall see you in the next video. Link below in the description. Take it easy. Blah, blah, blah.